Hello Year 10, this is Mr. Bell talking you through the English homework for this summer. And your summer homework is to prepare for an exam question. We'll be answering a Macbeth question shortly after coming back in September in one of your first lessons. We'll have one preparation lesson where you need to bring all of these notes that you do for your summer homework task to the lesson. The essay you're going to write in September is this. Starting with this extract, how does Shakespeare present Macbeth as a man who has changed for the worse? And we're not going to tell you exactly which extract, but we're going to give you lots of hints during today's lesson so you can be fully prepared. You will need this sheet here for all of your notes. It's got your 6 tasks on. This sheet here, which has extracts 1 to 3, and on the back, extracts 4 to 6. Right, we've got all of that. Let's get cracking. Task 1 is to write the events of Macbeth in order. In the top of your sheet, you can see 17 plot points from Macbeth. I need to write them onto the line for the events of the play. So let's explore how Macbeth's changed. Put these plot points in order, writing them above the line like this. Macbeth kills Duncan. The first one is done for you. So look at those 17 plot points. Using your knowledge or any extra research that you can, put them into order. Key plot points about Macbeth's character in the play, writing them diagonally on the line like that. That should take you about 10 minutes, I think. Do that now, please. Right, let's review some answers with you, but not all. Plot point 1. The audience hear about Macbeth's heroics in battle. Plot point 2. Macbeth is excited but terrified when he hears the witch's prophecies. I'm not doing any more with you. We'll review all of the answers, the correct answers, in September when you return, but not now. So task 1, put the plot points in order and writing them like that. Task 2. Above the events of the play, above the plot points, write the words to describe Macbeth. And you could use this word bank here. Words like heroic, ruthless, foolish, hubristic, tyrannical, respected, malleable, insecure, violent, ambitious, scheming, broken, guilty, naive, and powerful. So, what we'll do, you've got your plot points here. Think about what words would you use to describe Macbeth at the start when we hear about his heroics in battle. I'm going to write the character words above that. Words like heroic, respected, violent. Now you could use the words that are in the word bank or your own words. A little notes are in the words in the word bank. I fully expect many of you, to not know the words hubristic, tyrannical, malleable, and maybe not the words scheming and naive, so look them up. It's part of the challenge to look up those words and have the definitions for them. Right, plot point 2. Macbeth is excited but terrified when he hears the witch's prophecies. Here I describe him as both ambitious and naive. When he kills Duncan, he's probably ruthless and violent. You've got 17 plot points. So write the words to describe Macbeth using this word bank or your own vocabulary above each of the 17 plot points. And that should help you start to put together your answer to task 3. How has Macbeth changed for the worse? So use all of your notes here when it's completely finished and answer that. How has Macbeth changed for the worse in 25 words? Could you do that now, please, and spend about 3 minutes? How has Macbeth changed for the worse? Go. Well, welcome back. This is probably your answer to the question that you're starting to formulate here. You've now got the answer to how he's changed for the worse. But I asked you also to look at extracts. The question's going to be about extracts. So let's have a look at 6 extracts using this. Task 4, read the 6 extracts on the other page. Summarize how he's changed for the worse in the box next to each extract in 15 words. So extract 1. This is Macbeth's soliloquy. He's newly crowned king, and he talks about his reasons for hating Banquo. It leads to talk about his organising Banquo's murder. Read that extract. How's he changed for the worse? Now, when you're reading Shakespeare, I couldn't recommend more highly reading it out loud. It's meant to be. You can also look for versions of these online. We've got the scene points, scenes there for you. If you were to put those into YouTube, you'd find examples of those. Or you can use your links as well from Digital Theatre. Extract 2. This is after he's organised Banquo's murder and he talks about it with Lady Macbeth, but he doesn't tell her everything. How's he changed for the worse here? Extract 3 is just seen Banquo's ghost. How does he change for the worse? Banquo's ghost has just appeared. Extract 4. He's recovering from seeing Banquo's ghost. How does he change for the worse? Extract 5. We're in Act 5 now. He's preparing for the advance of Malcolm's army. How does he change for the worse? And Extract 6. He reacts to the news of Lady Macbeth's death, the famous Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow soliloquy. How does he change for the worse? So you've read all those extracts, 1 to 6. Which one did you like best? Task 5. Pick the most interesting extract from those 6. Pick the most interesting extract and fully annotate it, focusing on how it shows Macbeth has changed for the worse. How do you annotate? Well, you look for the methods Shakespeare's used, the language methods like semantic fields, motifs, types of imagery, could be animal imagery, natural imagery, hands imagery, clothing imagery, crown imagery, blood imagery, whatever. Metaphors, similes, symbolism, repetition, verbs, imperatives, but there's loads more. Pronouns, adjectives, whatever it may be. So analyze the language choices. Then more interestingly and more challengingly, analyze the structural choices. Again, think about motifs. They are language, but they're patterns in the language that recur throughout the text. Parallels are echoes, things that are repeated in different ways throughout the text. In Extract 2, for example, Macbeth starts talking the same way Lady Macbeth spoke in Act 1, Scene 5. That's a parallel. Contrasts, either between characters or within the same character. Soliloquy, asides, tragedy ideas like the tragic hero and the tragic hero's arc and downfall, and more challenging things that you may have learned in your revision, such as hubris and hamartia and anagnorisis. You may not have learned all of those, but you might have done. Timings, what comes before, what comes after, and the time of the play, and why is that significant? Now, when you've done all that, you can annotate. Let's look at how I would annotate Extract 2. Oh, full of scorpions is my mind. Well, Shakespeare's using animal imagery here, showing Macbeth's mental torment and guilt he feels. Notice the use of evil animal imagery as well, as Macbeth's character is changing for the worse. We've got scorpions, we've got bats, we've got beetles in this. We've got a motif of darkness, showing his descent into evil comes sealing night. Light thickens and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Also interestingly with that is the echoes and the parallels with Lady Macbeth from earlier in the play. Structural choices and shifts. Well, Macbeth dominates the dialogue here in the plotting of Banquo. Earlier in the play, it's Macbeth plotting, not Lady Macbeth, so we've got a couple of interesting things going on there, showing again how Macbeth is changing for the worse. So you do your annotation, which leads you to optional extra challenge, task 6. Try writing a paragraph of analysis about your annotated extract, answering the question, how does Shakespeare present Macbeth as a man who has changed for the worse in this scene? I recommend following the what, how, why structure. What do we learn about how Macbeth changes for the worse, and what's the audience meant to think? Focusing on your extract. How? What choices of methods does Shakespeare use to create these ideas? How has Shakespeare used language, form, structure to make you think this? Form is the genre, the fact it's a tragedy in a play. And why do you think Shakespeare has done this? For building the drama and for the context of the time. All of those things are relevant. So what you need to do, you need to make sure you've got tasks 1 to 5 completed, and bring this sheet back, and bring your annotated extracts back as well. And ideally, you'll have done task 6. So you bring all of those in September, and you're ready to go. Ready for one lesson of prep on how to write it, and then we'll write it. Have a lovely summer. Get yourselves ready. We'll see you in September. Well done this year.